The Saskatchewan Health Authority is apologizing for an error it made last week. It accidentally identified by name about 200 employees who were part of the mandatory testing program for COVID-19. The SHA maintains it wasn't a privacy breach. For more on this, we're joined by the CBC's Yasmin Ghanea. Yasmin, tell us what happened.
So the SHA's testing and vaccine mandate was scrapped on Monday. Before that, employees had to provide proof of vaccination or get tested 3 times a week. So on Friday, employees who took part in the testing program were sent an email saying the program was finished. CBC obtained a copy of that email. Staff were CC'd in the email instead of being in the BCC field, which is blind carbon copy, meaning recipients could see who else was on that email. The email was sent to people in alphabetical groups by their first names. The SHA confirms about 200 healthcare workers were affected. So about an hour and a half later, another email was sent acknowledging the error. The SHA apologized but says it's not a breach of employees' personal health information because the email didn't say whether workers were vaccinated or not. It simply said that they took part in the testing program. And so it also noted that workers who are vaccinated could have still enrolled in the program if they didn't want to disclose their vaccination status.
So what's been the reaction from this incident?
I spoke to one employee who was included on that email who says it does imply that workers are unvaccinated and says that disclosure of a healthcare test is personal health information. I also spoke to Barbara Cape, who's president of a union that represents SHA healthcare workers. She says the error is ridiculous, especially because the SHA made a similar mistake last fall. It outed hundreds of employees by name in an email who may have not disclosed their vaccination status by a stated deadline. Cape says union members are angry and disappointed.
I think when you make a mistake like this, it's big. Own it, take responsibility for it, and acknowledge that it was a breach and that you will commit to never doing it again. Those are the things that people respond to, that matter to people. A backhanded apology doesn't cut it.
Employees were told they could make a formal complaint to the Information and Privacy Commissioner, Ron Kruzeniski, who told me he can't say much about this incident right now because his office already received a couple of inquiries and he expects at least one complaint.
Thanks so much for this, Yasmin.
You're welcome.
Yasmin Ghanea in Saskatoon's newsroom tonight.